I don't want to get too excited or anything, people, but I might have finally done it. I might have reached cystic fibrosis and Kaftrio Zen. You might have seen already, I've been back and forth. I've done videos saying I'm feeling guilty, that there's a lot of emotions built up, and then I've done videos saying that I'm absolutely fine. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster. But I think after 9 months, finally, I've got to that point where I've stopped overthinking things and it's finally settled in that I've got a different life now. And I've been doing a bit of thinking and I've realised that in my head, I've been really overthinking things because with cystic fibrosis, your life is limited. And you'd think that'd make people like me think of one day at a time and really live for the moment. But in fact, I think it does the opposite. What it makes you do is it makes you doubt every decision and overthink every decision on every single day. So even though you don't necessarily think of the future because you don't feel like you're going to have one, you've still kind of got to, every single thing you do and every day goes, oh my God, is this going to make me more ill? Is this going to make me suffer? Am I going to feel this tomorrow? So then when you get the opportunity to feel a little bit better each day and not have to have them worries, your mind doesn't quite know how to deal with it, or at least mine didn't anyway. So I'm not used to just getting up in the morning and just taking the day and not worrying about tomorrow, because tomorrow might and probably will, and especially now, tomorrow will be the same as today health-wise. And that's really weird. And I think that weirded my mind out and caused me to go into a little bit of a slump because my mind was still trying to go, oh, I don't trust this Kaftrio, I don't trust it. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and feel shit, so I better not do this, I better not do that, I better not enjoy myself because I don't want to take this for granted. But what I've kind of realised is, and if this makes sense and doesn't sound cocky, you're allowed to take shit for granted. You are absolutely allowed to enjoy yourself. Either you always was, but you'd always be fearing the repercussions, but now you can enjoy yourself and you can relax a little bit more, and it's weird. Or it was, until sort of a few weeks ago where my mind switched again. I say this every single video, I'm saying my mind switched to this and this because it's constantly evolving and changing, but I think more so now I've developed the trust in Kaftrio in my body. So it's kind of freed me up again. Now I just want to clarify something. I know people will kind of look at me, and I sometimes look at myself and think I'm in a privileged position. People have used the term, and I've used it, and I don't like it. It makes my toes curl a little bit. People say, you're very lucky. And to a certain extent, they're right, I am lucky. I have got damage to my chest. There's a pocket of infection, which is about that big, which they've been monitoring for years. For about 10 years actually. And it changed size and shape slightly before Kaftrio. I've not had an x-ray to see whether it's changed again, but there's always a ticking time bomb inside me, but luckily it's not gone anywhere. And are you ever really lucky for having cystic fibrosis? There's a little aspect of people are a lot worse than me, but there's also an aspect of people are a lot better. So it's all relevant to your own life and your own story. But with cystic fibrosis, we've all had the hard times. It's not easy. And I'm talking about living with Kaftrio now. I'm not talking about Kaftrio just taking everything of cystic fibrosis away, because it's still here, the damage is still done. And for a lot of you guys, most of you guys, the damage is already done. It doesn't reverse it. And that's probably a bit where the mental side of it comes from, because it's not just taking everything away, it's just taking a lot of symptoms away, and it's hard to trust. And it's hard to believe that your body isn't still trying to kill you. Because in fact, your body is still trying to kill you. It's just you've got the might of Kaftrio or Trikafta behind you helping you. And that's weird. It's weird to just have that help behind you, because every single medication that we've been on is kind of, oh well, we're just trying to slow it. We're trying to sort of flatten the curve, give you a little bit longer. But then Kaftrio, Trikafta's come along and gone Go away fatigue, we don't want you here anymore, do one phlegm. It's strange that something will take that away because you've just kind of been keeping stuff at bay. And it's still, don't get me wrong, it's still just keeping cystic fibrosis at bay. But it's like before, you had like a little tin, a little pan lid as a shield, and you was like that, oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. And now you've got this big blast shield stood there, and you're going like that, boh, boh. And it's weird because you think that shield's going to snap in half at any point, and it could do, but you've got to live for the day. You don't have to do anything fantastic, you don't have to do anything spectacular. You just have to, your mind just has to process not worrying as much, and that's difficult. And I think that's what mine's finally done. It's switched from survival to living. But there's also a bit in the background of my mind that knows that this could be temporary, cystic fibrosis isn't cured, it's still hard, still got to work for everything I've got. My lung function is really high and I'm really proud of it, but I don't stop doing what I'm doing. So it's not as if like I've gone to Kaftrio and I've stopped exercising and I'm just relying on that. I'm relying on me like I always did. But now I'm backed up by a bit of a Kaftrio army, aren't I? So things are sweet, things are really, really, really good. And it's just about enjoying the good. Pretty much while you can. Could be 20 years, could be 30 years, could be 5. But I'll tell you what, before we got hold of Kaftrio and Trikafta, could have been 1. Could have been a week, could have been a month, could have been a day. We've got more security, less insecurity, and it just throws the scales off, doesn't it? But I'll tell you what, try and switch your mindset to just living for the day and not expecting anything from yourself. And you might feel a little bit better about it. But my bottom line is, we fight every single day and we fight hard. Even with Kaftrio, we're still fighting. We're still going at it. We're still improving ourselves. We're still trying everything we can because we don't have normal lives and we still don't have normal lives. But it's getting better. It's getting easier. You're just as strong as you was before you went on Kaftrio. So keep kicking CF's ass. So as usual, when I do these videos, it's just because I've been sat there thinking about things for days and I just come in here and I just go. So hopefully some of that was useful to you. I'm going to let you into a little secret that might change the way you think about these videos forever. Nearly every single serious video I do, I'm not wearing any pants.